So once we are doing CMT, there are some of the traps which you need to avoid, right? So whether you take our classes or you don't take our classes, you should try to avoid these traps. First is studying without a plan. So you should have a study plan. Okay. The trap is just basically jumping straight into reading without structured schedule. You should have a structured schedule to for the CMT program. Okay. The fix is create a reverse timeline plan with the exam date allocating specific chapters and mock test weekly. So say keep a weekly schedule that I have to complete these many chapters today, this week, and after this week I'll do some mock test. I'll do some chapter wise tests. So fix a plan. Okay, ignoring the curriculum weightage. Curriculum has different weightages. Okay, so it's always important that you give more attention to those aspects of the curriculum which has more weightage. So spending too much time on interesting topics but ignoring high weightage sections. So basically, we tend to give more time to those topics which are more interesting for us. Okay, but basically, it should be the other way around that we should give more time to the those sections which have higher weightage for the CMT exam. I use the CMT Association's topic weightage chart, focus more on high weightage chapters for each level. Right. Passive reading, just reading or highlighting without applying concepts. So it's a problem that if you just keep reading and highlighting some of the topics, but not applying them on the charts, right? So it's always important that you apply whatever you read on the chart and see whatever is written in the curriculum, whether it makes sense or not. Whatever is the instructor telling you, whether it makes sense on the chart itself or not. Okay, because understand that visually whatever we learn, it remains with us for longer period than what we have read, right? Reading is boring and we generally forget faster. When you see things visually, you tend to retain them for longer periods. Okay. Summarize in your own words. So try to summarize the topic in your own words. Okay, write them down, solve chapter wise test, and explain concepts out loud as if you are teaching. So basically, what you can do is that once you have done a topic, okay, you can explain that topic some like you are teaching to somebody, right? So that helps a lot. Yes, skipping practice questions. The trap is that saving mock test for later or avoiding tough question sets is an issue because as you complete a chapter, try to answer the questions of that chapter. That will test you for the chapter and that will give you a little bit of revision also. Okay. Start doing chapter wise test early and increase the full length mock test for at least 3 to 6 weeks before the exam. So do not wait for the mock test for the last week. Okay, you do it at least 1 month or 1.5 months before the exam. Start doing them before the exams so that you can have a feel of the questions. Ultimately, you have to answer questions in multiple choice and they can be tricky at times. Neglecting time management practice, knowing the content but failing to finish on time in the exam. So basically, if you know the content but you do not finish it in the time, then it's useless, right? You have to finish it. You have to do time management. That the problem usually happens with this for level 3 and level 2. Level 1 is not generally a concern with time management, but level 2, level 3 are they take more time generally. Okay, so time management will be important in level, especially level 3. Stimulate exam conditions, save time limits, no breaks, no distractions. So basically, uh, give when you give mock test, give a time limit that okay, if the hour two there's a 2 hour test, try to complete it in 1.5 hours, right? Because in exam maybe the questions may be little more difficult, right? So you may take more time. Try to finish them not for 2 hours. Initially you will start maybe finishing it within 2.5 hours, but then try to reduce this period. Okay, don't take any breaks when you're doing the mock test, right? So that you can know how much time it takes to finish the mock test. Okay. Over relying on one source, depending only on the curriculum or only on coaching notes. So generally, do not depend on only one source. You should read the curriculum. You should also read the coaching notes. You should also watch the videos so that say things and concepts become more clear, right? Some will not answer all the critical points, right? So if you take only one source, then you may miss other aspects. Okay, use a blend official curriculum for depth, considered condensed notes for revision, and mock for applications. Okay, not reviewing mistakes. So this is a big problem. If you do not review your mistakes, then you will not know how to recover them, right? Yeah, how to resolve them. Doing tests but not analyzing wrong answers is a problem. So you should analyze your wrong answers. Okay. Maintain an error log, note the question and the system and the mistake type, and try to find the correct approach. Revise this log weekly. So keep a regular check on the log. Ignoring ethics. Like many people, what they do is that they ignore ethics and they will do it at the end. Okay, skipping ethics, thinking it's common sense is a problem. Ethics questions are tricky and they are high stakes. Read case studies and practice scenario based on questions, practical scenario based questions. Okay, studying non-stop without breaks, so that also is a problem. Burning out for with long unfocused study hours. So if you're continuously reading for a very long hours without taking break, you are thinking that you are learning, you are reading, but it is not going inside your head, right? So you're tired and you don't. So basically, you will not be absorbing it, right? Although you are reading it. Okay. Use Pomodoro or 50-10 technique. So basically, what you need to do is that say study for few minutes and take a break. Say study for 50 minutes and take a 10-minute break, or study for 40 minutes and take a 5-minute break, right? So keep taking short breaks will help you retain focus and energy. Okay, and the last one is delaying start of preparation. This is the biggest issue. People tend to delay the preparation, and that causes a big problem. Thinking I will study seriously in the last 1 month is a problem. Generally, the CMT program is very extensive, and you'll need to see the charts. You cannot just read the curriculum and pass the exam, right? You'll have to see those things practically. So that takes time. CMT content is vast and analytical. Start early to build layers of understanding and practice. So you have to start early, and slowly you'll build understanding with practice.